Olympic canoeist indicted for maliciously touching peeling paint on newly renovated reflecting pool. In a stunning display of anti-American aggression that has left the nation reeling, three-time Olympian and notorious water enthusiast David "Davy" Hearn was indicted Thursday on felony charges for what authorities describe as a brazen, calculated assault on one of the country's most sacred bodies of stagnant water. Hearn, 67, a registered Democrat and former whitewater canoeist who once paddled for glory on the world stage, stands accused of reaching into the freshly renovated Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool, spotting a flapping piece of American flag blue liner that had already begun delaminating like a bad spray tan, and, in an act of pure malice, touching it, according to park police, who responded with a swiftness usually reserved for actual threats to democracy. Hearn callously handled the rubbery material for several seconds before being tackled to the ground by officers who had clearly been waiting for this exact moment of national betrayal. "I saw this loose and just kind of hanging out there, looking all pathetic and failing like so many government projects," Hearn told reporters, somehow maintaining a straight face. "I reached down, gave it a little feel, it was very rubbery, and next thing I know, I'm in cuffs. I didn't rip, tear, peel, shred, or file a Freedom of Information Act request about it. I was just a curious citizen." Sources close to the Trump administration, which poured millions into the pool's patriotic overhaul complete with stars, stripes, and enough blue to make a Smurf blush, expressed outrage at the desecration. "This is exactly what we've been warning about," said one senior official. "Radical left-wing canoeists and their Democrat donors think they can just paddle up to our national treasures and start fondling the infrastructure. Not on our watch. This pool represents everything great about America, deep, reflective, and occasionally full of algae." Legal experts note that Hearn's prior donations through major left-wing fundraising networks only add to the suspicious timing. First the pool starts peeling faster than a cheap bumper sticker, and now this? Coincidence? "We think not," said a commentator. "This is what happens when you let people who know how to handle a paddle near federal property." Hearn, who maintains his innocence and claims he was merely inspecting taxpayer-funded craftsmanship on a bike ride, faces years in a federal facility where the only water he'll be touching is from a regulation drinking fountain. His attorney called the charges absurd, arguing that touching government property is basically a DC tradition. The reflecting pool, which has reportedly been shedding its fancy new liner like Congress sheds fiscal responsibility, remains closed for emergency repairs. President Trump has vowed to drain it if necessary and refill it with even stronger American exceptionalism, and possibly a few more layers of indestructible coating. As the nation prepares for the 4th of July, one thing is clear: in these trying times, even a gentle poke at peeling paint can be considered an act of war against the homeland. Stay vigilant, America. The canoeists are out there,